Hey guys. Okay, so welcome to day three. So yeah, you've made it to day three of Grow and Go Wild. So I just want to talk about today mindset. And because if you are somebody that's not, that has never done network marketing before, or that was never really sure what it was, but you're totally into fitness and you're totally into a healthy lifestyle and you want to pay that forward to other people, and that's the only reason why you got in this, I will tell you right now, that is the only reason why I got into this. I love health, like health and fitness so much. I know a lot of you are CrossFitters. A lot of you are, you work out anyway. So that's why I got into this. So just want to talk about mindset. We're going into network marketing because, or multi-level marketing is what it's called, which a lot of people will say, is that a pyramid scheme? No, it's not a pyramid scheme. And in fact, if you Google a pyramid scheme is something that there's no product. You're basically putting money forward for nothing. And that's like a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme. Obviously, here we've got serious products that have amazing results that you've seen over and over and over again. We've got people who are constantly losing upwards of 200 pounds on, our programs, plus Shakeology included, just totally changes the game. And now that we have on demand included, that completely changes the game too, that everyone's able to stream that to their personal device without having, DVDs or anything like that. So I just want to talk about mindset. And basically what that means is you got to surround yourself with people who believe in you. And if they believe in you, it means that even if they think that they don't know much about Beachbody or they don't know much about what you're doing, that they support you, and that's not to say that every person that doesn't support you right out of the gate is bad. For instance, our top coach this year in 2014 was Melanie Mitro, and her husband did not support her in this for months, I think almost maybe a year, until he saw what the business did for her. And obviously she's almost $1 million a year earner. So yeah, I mean, it took a long time for him to see like, okay, this is a real business. And it's hard sometimes for people to come around on it, people that you're really, really close to. But for friends that are just like, oh, that's a pyramid or that's let me tell you something. I work a full-time job that's way more than 40 hours a week. I'm a single parent. What I do is pretty specialized. I do investor relations, which means I pitch deals to bankers to get them to give us money to fund, acquisitions or further growth within our company. I also do design, marketing, communications, PR within my company. So, I'm certainly a business-minded person who's got a lot of business acumen, and you do not have to be. But I say that to tell you guys that this is legit. Okay, it's a Better Business Bureau A+ rated company. It's a over $1 billion company. The revenues are upwards of $500 million a year. It's super legit. And the way you get paid here for the effort that you have to do, and I'm not saying don't put forth any effort. I'm saying we don't host parties. We don't go to people's homes and spend 2 hours out of our night. We literally are like our bodies and our health and nutrition and our transforming bodies. It doesn't mean that you're where you want to be. You guys might think I am, but I'm not where I want to be right now. I certainly wasn't when I started. So our transforming bodies, I had a challenger today that has lost like 20 pounds, and she still has a long way to go. But God, anybody would see that and be like, really, you did that? I want you to be my coach. So you don't have to be perfect, but really what I want to talk about is mindset and personal development. I've said this before in my other videos, but it is just amazing and very empowering to work for a company who holds personal development, which means you developing yourself, your heart, your soul, to make you a better parent, a better employee, a better wife or husband, a better friend, a better sister, brother, that kind of thing. Son, daughter, they hold that so high that they count it as a vital behavior in the company. So the 3 vital behaviors in the company are invite, invite, invite. We always want to be inviting people to our groups and to be part of our team. Be a product of the product, which means we need to be doing the programs and drinking Shakeology, because we don't want to sell things. We want to promote our own healthy lifestyle if we're not doing those behaviors, being a product of the product, we have to be salesy, and we don't want to be salesy. So being a product of the product, and then personal development. So out of everything in this company, this is a $1 billion a year company, or $1 billion company. They only have 3 vital behaviors, and one of them is personal development. And that means you bettering you for you, not you bettering you for Beachbody. They realize that like you cannot be successful until you have some personal stuff down. And I've talked to a lot of coaches and customers who are like, I'm struggling with this divorce and I want to get past this. And I've recommended things to them. Go to this conference, read this book, and I just have to say, like, I'm a total devotional girl. Like, I love Jesus more than anything, and he guides my steps, and he has a plan for me in my life. And if you guys haven't seen my story, I'll post more videos, but I have quite a story. I got divorced when I was 4.5 months pregnant. It was really shocking. I've been a single mom on my own this whole time, and had to get divorced pregnant and get a job and move from another country. And it's a long story, but it amazes me that, I'm such a devotional girl and I love the Bible and all of that, but to get into personal development, which is really like professionals in personal development saying step by step, here's how you get success. Here's how you don't get success. You can be the greatest person on earth, and you can be the greatest salesperson, or you can be the greatest, people can be attracted to you, for multiple reasons. But if you don't do these things, you won't be successful. And on the flip side, you could be super shy. You could not want to talk to anyone. But if you do these things, which you can do, you will be super successful. So the whole personal development side of this business has totally changed my life. I thought I was an extrovert. I'm an introvert. I've been in outside sales and investor relations for the last 8-9 years. Totally thought I was an introvert. I'm not. Learned that now. And it's how to become comfortable in situations and become to where you're not selling and you're not pitching anything, which has actually helped me in my corporate role. But it's just these books. So I just want to show you guys a couple of them. This one, GoPro. This is going to be really, hey lights. This one is going to be really beneficial for people just getting started who've never done network marketing. It's all about network marketing. It's really good. This is probably my favorite. It's the compound effect. And when you think about your goals and you want to set goals and these kind of things, if you're like me, I did that, but I didn't really know what a goal was or how to reach it. This is very helpful. This basically says the little teeny tiny decisions that you make day in and day out are going to determine if you reach your goals or not. They're also going to determine if you completely fail multiple times and you become on the failure freeway and you can't get off. So this is really important. It talks about how to compound all of your things and to make things habits and daily routines so that you're not even thinking about it and you're just being successful, which before I was like, I think I'm being successful because I do fine and I make money. But this breaks it down and puts it into steps that you can understand and steps that you can kind of reverse engineer your goals and say, like, if I do these 2 things this week, that's going to get me there in 1 year, which is really important. You got to set an end date to goals. We talked about this, but that's really important. But if you don't have the tools and the solution, the problem to be able to find the solution, it's difficult. So the compound effect, amazing. Darren Hardy is the person who is the owner and editor of Success Magazine. So he's interviewed Tony Robbins and Jim Rohn and Oprah Winfrey and all these people. So amazing. The other one that I really like right now is the Slight Edge. Definitely get it. It's very cool. It's basically kind of the same thing, kind of the same principles, but a little bit different. It's basically saying you have the opportunity to be a beach bum or a multimillionaire. And this guy was both. And he wasn't at his top potential at either. And it's kind of him saying here's how I found out that that slight edge, which is the same kind of thing. It's normal behaviors, making your normal day-to-day to-do list and be an activity productive instead of making that activity just kind of scrolling the Facebook feed and doing all this and not really budgeting time. So this is really good too, the Slight Edge. And then the last one I want to leave you with is Rock Your Network Marketing Business. This is from Sarah Robbins, which She now is kind of a consultant to teach other network marketing people how to be successful. She was a top earner, the top recruiter in Rodan Fields, which is a skincare network marketing business, which in my opinion is a lot harder to sell than the lifestyle that we're selling, because it's products and makeup and skincare and that kind of, not makeup, but skincare and that kind of thing. And they're amazing products, but it's more difficult. And she has rocked it. And so she's written this book and it is fantastic. And then the other thing is, guys, we've got access as our team, being our team, to a lot of different things. Like, for instance, there's a YouTube video that Melanie Mitro and another upline recorded that Scotty Hobbs recorded, which we'll hear those names later. But that is Sarah Robbins talking about how to recruit people and how to prospect, which I think is amazing. And she gives you numbers. She gives you ways to break it down again. And it's like, once you have that, you're like, I'm not hitting those numbers. I'm not doing that. Maybe I should push forward. And it kind of gives you the oomph and the motivation to reach out, because you're like, this girl, by the way, guys, makes 6 figures a month in her business. Plus now she's a consultant and teaching the world about how to be great at it. So she's rolling in it. But 6 figures a month. And she did that in a couple of years with that business, being just kind of like hitting their own running. And so anyway, so this is a great one too. What I wanted to tell you guys is that you have access to Platinum Presenters, which is Christine Dwyer's. She's the top coach. Christine Dwyer's is basically like a training website. Amazing. All you have to do is put in your Beachbody screen name or ID, and it takes a couple of days for them to accept you, but you have access to all their recorded calls. There's a recorded call from there I listened to the other day about how to plan when you market things, and when you start challenges, and when you start sneak peeks, and when you start new coach trainings and all this, so that it works within your month. And it is awesome. And just so many different things from these top coaches, and not just Christine, but all these top coaches within her downline. And so it is amazing. We also have access to Team Go-Getters, which is Mindy Winder's site, which is our upline. Brandy's our upline, and she's Brandy's upline. And she's a baller in this business. And she also is from, where's she from? Oh, I think she's from North Dakota, in like map.town. And she's like $1 million earner and doing amazing in this business. So very motivational. She'll say she was broke as a joke when she first started. And she was. Her husband was laid off. They had no money. I think she was making like $18,000 a year. And then she got like $1,000 check one week from Beachbody, and she was like, is this real? So yeah, so there's lots of those you have, and I will give you guys all the access for those. Like Mindy Winder's Team Go-Getters, is their password is just be here in 1 year. And then in Team TKO, which is our direct upline, we have a lot of training as well. So you guys have access to all of that personal development. Also on your Coach Online Office, if you go to news and training, I think it is, there's a section that's success, which is Darren O'Lean's magazine, Success. But it's all these different personal developments, free personal developments and success. If you want to continue with personal development, John C. Maxwell is ridiculous. You should read Failing Forward if you have issues with failure, because I did. You'll realize that Michael Jordan got cut from his junior high basketball team and his high school basketball team, and then he became Michael Jordan. Abraham Lincoln lost 8 elections and then became Abraham Lincoln. So it's all about, like, just because you fail, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be fantastic. And actually, if you don't fail and push through your failure, you're never going to be fantastic. You have to learn how to fail, and you have to really learn from it. So anyways, guys, that's all about personal development. But I just wanted to put that out there because it is a true staple of Beachbody. And if you're developing personally, and I include the Bible and devotions for sure, but you're gonna get spiritually fed from that. You're gonna get intellectually fed from these things, and you're gonna get little nuggets and takeaways that are gonna really help you in your business. So I hope you guys learned a lot about that. I will see you in the next video. Bye.